Hello gamers, it's SovKitty99 and we're in the Creative Builds world in Minecraft, and today I'd like to build another modern house using the bright colours, and this is the one we built last week and the one from the week before, and I think we're going to use this little space here with a nice view over to the mountains to build our next house. So for my building materials I have red concrete, green concrete, red stained glass pane, red stained glass, green stained glass pane, green stained glass, a ladder, dark prismarine stairs and dark prismarine building blocks. And those, I think, are the main materials that I'm going to want for this house. I've got an idea in my head and I think this is what we're going to need. Right, so I've given myself a little bit of space on the incline here so that we've got a little walkway around the edge of the building without falling off onto a lower height. And I want to start with the green concrete block. I want to make a 9 by 9 square on the floor, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 by 9, so including this first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we need to fill that in. So if I look, so that's green concrete, so if we use the fill command, fill, pick up the coordinates of this first block, go over to the opposite corner, pick up the coordinates of this block here, and then we want Minecraft and we want, oops, pressed too many buttons there, it went a little bit too far, so we want the green, oh, put the wrong dash in, we want the one that goes at the bottom, green concrete, and that should fill that in for us. Brilliant! So we now have a 9 by 9 base to our little building. If you come to, these two sides are basically the front of the building, and then these two sides here and here are the back of my building, so you decide which direction is the front of your building. The two front sides are going to be all glass, and the two back sides, one of them is going to have the door on it, so probably this one will have my door on it, and then we're going to build in the opposite direction. So from this back corner I want you to build up by an extra 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that's 5 more blocks on top of the base. And I think you can guess what we're going to do. We're going to make this 9, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we're going to do the same on the opposite side, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so that's going to be the same size as the one on the bottom. And we use our fill command again here and pick up the corner block, go to the opposite corner, pick up our coordinates there, and we want Minecraft and we want green concrete, green concrete, and fill that in. So you have a top and a bottom. Then on the two back sides you want to fill these in with the green concrete. And on one of these two back sides you will want to put your door for access into your building. In fact, you could put one on both sides in order to give doors in at both sides of the building if that would suit the location of where you're building. I think I'm going to put my door in, let's see, so we're going to have this is the front and that's the back. I think, where shall we put my door? Do you know, I think I'm going to make this 2 rows wide here, and then I think I'm going to pop the door in just there on mine. But you can put the door anywhere you want on either of these two sides. Depending on the terrain you've got and where you've built, that's where you're going to decide where to put it. And then grab the green stained glass pane and fill in around the two open sides and fill in all the space in this side So you've then got your first floor and your first room in your new modern building. Of course, placing the glass on these big open sides is always a little bit tricky. As you can see, I just placed that one in the wrong place. Oh, and I've just deleted the wrong one. Kitty, you're not doing so well with the glass placement. Is the placing the glass one of the things you have a bit of trouble with as well? Because I always seem to have trouble with that. Anyway, you fill in all the way around. I think you get the idea. So we fill in all the way around on both of those sides so that you've got a cube. It's a similar idea to what we had over there, only we've got the two sides together. At least that's the plan. You go all the way around and fill in all of those. I'll come back and finish this off later when I'm not on camera, to make the video not quite as long, but I think you've got the idea of what we're doing here. And if you come up to the door at the back and grab your dark prismarine stairs, I've chosen these stairs because they match the colour of my build. Of course, you can change the colour of what you're building with to be any colours concrete you want, and then of course you pick a stair that kind of matches whatever your base colour is. So what I've done is I've put one stair in the centre right by the door, and then just curled the two corners around so that we've got the step leading up and down. You could of course make it a little bit bigger and put a full block right on where the door is, and then curl stairs around the side there like so. In fact, I think I prefer that a little bit. I think I'll do it that way. And then I'm going to add dark prismarine into the ground all the way around this so that we've got like a little path, and then from this little access point you can decide where you're going to take your path. So the paths can go off in any direction from this area. So you could have a path round the back into your garden from this side, and then your access to your road could maybe be straight across here if you've got like a path in the back, or down and round in the front. Swap to your second colour. Of course your door's going to be whatever you think is a nice contrast. So swap to your second colour and come to the corner where you've got the two filled in sides. Count from the corner here diagonally. So 1, 2, 3. On the third one I want you to put a block. Right here is where we're going to have the ladder going up to the different levels. Build around that with the red all the way around like so, and then we're going to make this into our second cube. So this will be our first corner, and this are going to be our full sides. So we want 9 in total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's got 3 blocks on top of the original cube and then 6 extending off the side. This is the red concrete block, so we're going to need a fill command on this one again. So let's pick this up while we're already at this. Oops, it's not pointing at the right thing. Make sure you're pointing at the block that you want the coordinates for before you try and do that, or it will not work. Handy tip there for you. So 1, 2, 3 on top of the building and 6 more off the side. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we want to use the fill command, pick up the coordinates of this block and fill that in with the red. Red concrete. There we go. So then this side and this side will be glass, and that side and this side are going to be filled in with the concrete this time. So that gives us a nice view out to those beautiful mountains from this level, because that's going to be concrete, going to be glass all the way around those two sides. You'll see that in just a moment. We now want to go up by 5 more on top of here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can of course use the fill command here on this side panel as well to speed up your building. So you take the coordinates of that top one and then come across to here and do this one, and then change this to red concrete. go. And if we come round the side here again, it's the same block, so I don't actually need to pick that one up, do I? We can just pick up the second one. And then if I've done that right, we will have saved ourselves a little bit of time on placing the blocks, won't we? There we go. So as you can see, we're going to have the glass in these two sides here. So if we grab the red stained glass pane, you're going to fill in these two sides using the glass. I'm just going to put the bottom row in so you've got an idea of what I'm thinking. And then we've got a lovely view out over here. And then on the top, we're going to want to put the red concrete as a full top to the build. So we'll use our fill command again. I don't usually do that, do I? I usually place the blocks, but I'm just going to do that because I want to try and do the whole build on camera this time. So Minecraft, and we want red concrete, and that fills in our top for us. So that's our second block. And I think you're going to get the idea of what I'm doing here. You can make this as tall as you want, but I'm just going to put 4 cubes in my building. So we come in and knock out the centre block just in the corner here. Count in 1, 2, 3. Put your green on the third block. Put a little row around the edge there. So we have 3 blocks on top of the red. So we'll have 6 more blocks off the side of the build. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that makes that 9 in total, and that will make us in line with the blocks below. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that then is in line with the cube right below it, you see? Yeah, I think that's good to show you just exactly what I mean. And there it is, right on top of the other one. And then we fill that in. Let's take the 2 corners to fill this in. If you haven't used the fill command, it's the tab button that fills in the words for you. Oops, I did it in red instead of green. Ha! Change that. We don't want red, we wanted green. Green. I changed it, honestly. You didn't see that, yeah, you never saw that red one, did you? Of course you didn't. Right, and we want to knock through our corner to make sure we have access for our ladder, and go up again by 5 on the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we want to take that out, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we want to fill that in again with the green. Don't forget green. I didn't get that wrong, not at all. Of course I didn't. And then we want the concrete along this side and this side, and the glass, which is number, that one, green stained glass pane, along these 2 sides and filled in. And then if we come up to the top again, so you count in by 3, 1 diagonally, 1, 2, 3, knock out that one, go around the edges, and we have 3 here. We want 9 in total, so we need another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the same on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so that makes that 9 in total. And then we want to fill this in with the red across to here. With the red concrete, so red concrete, and in the corner, don't forget to knock out for the ladder, come up by another 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we want to go across by 9, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pick that up for the fill command, and come across to this side and do the same again, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And fill that in with the, you guessed it, the red concrete. And the back wall will need to be filled in with the concrete along there and along here and up to here. And along here. And then with the red stained glass pane, we want to come across here and across here and fill all of those in. And of course, we want to grab our ladder, and that will then want to go up and down. Make sure we get the ladder going all the way up and down the building, which also means we need to make sure that we've knocked out all the blocks in the corner so that we can go all the way up and down. And then decide which side you're going to want the ladder on. Now you're going to find that at some points going up, you're not going to find a wall all the way up, so decide where you're going to put your ladder and start going up. And as you go up, you'll find that at some points you don't have a support for the ladder in that location, so choose the colour of the cube you're currently in and fill in a wall in order to put your ladder continuously all the way up your building. This will mean that you've got a small partition area to pop the ladder in certain building blocks. So go up and up, grab the concrete to put in, and make sure that your ladder runs all the way up so that you have access to all of your floors. And we're nearly there now. I think some of the green ones being missing from where I've placed it are because I didn't, actually we don't need that because that's the top block, isn't it? We didn't need that. So that's the top floor, so we are up. And that is the main structure. Now you might find that this is a little bit dark. So I had the idea that we could have the cubes of glass here. So if you feel that the rooms are too dark and you don't want it to be quite that dark, what you can do is take out some of the blocks at the top of the building. So I think I'd like to leave a 2-block boundary around the top. So you see what I mean? 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we'll open up a square, 1, 2, in the centre, and then you can put it in like a skylight. You can use the little cubes of glass to put in a skylight. And you can do that on all of the cubes or just on the top one if you like. It's a different way to customise your build, and you can do that as you like. See, that adds an awful lot more light into that cube than in some of the other cubes. I'm going to finish all of that off camera. I'm going to place all the rest of that glass blocks because that's a little bit painstaking, and I'll show you the finished product. Welcome back. Here you can see that we have our build completed. So we have 4 cubes, one on top of each other, stacked around. Just like so. Just one more little thing I'd like to change, I think. If we grab the prismarine stairs and come back to where we were going to have our door, I should very much like to pop in an upside down section just above the door like that, with the 3 stairs, one upside down and then just turn at the corners. And we're going to want a door. The door that you choose to pop in is going to be your own personal preference. I'm not actually sure which colour door would be good. I think let's use the dark oak, I think. And let's just pop that in flat into the wall, just like so. And there is our build. And when I've added the skylights in here, leaving a gap of 2 on each side, when you come to the corner where they join, you'll just have one square where you can't make it a complete square because of the overhang of the other block. But that is there, the building completed. As I said, you can make this in whichever colours you want to. I just decided to use the green and the red. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. From SoftKitty99, goodbye and happy gaming!